As executed, weekend Wednesday, pacing notes 22 October 2025. So here I, Tanis Coralee of Seattle, provide my notes on my pacing of my weekend Wednesday today, 22 October 2025. This includes a general observation for contextualization. So pacing here kind of means the distribution of tasks throughout the day. And so was it well paced and why? Yes, it was well paced because on-task execution and keeping calm and not rushing was consistent throughout the day. Even on like a packed little lunch when I was out and about, and I made sure to, I got to a place and I was like, and such place opens at this time, and I might not make it exactly when it opens, and I ended up being there like 1 minute after it opened. But I was like, I'm gonna take my time to eat my lunch, and it did. And so, and I'm being like, I'm not gonna skip this. So I did that. I even did laundry for going to the cinema on Friday, and I did a little bit of like, in addition to that, just planning, checking movie showings and stuff, and being like, it's not changing, so do I have backups? And then check again tomorrow and make the the game plan video. Also started looking for trailers for some of the movies I've seen, that kind of stuff. So there's been thought and that kind of, I'm gonna put these weekend Wednesdays on pause, which a weekend Wednesday is a Wednesday I treat like a weekend day. Like I've been needing my 7 days of the week, so this is kind of a conclusion before a hiatus of not set amount of time. And also I don't always have to do it consecutively and in a big chunk. It could be like a random weekend Wednesday kind of thing, except for it's supposed to replace a weekend day, so there's a little bit of less instantaneity than like a sacred Saturday where I could just wake up and be like, I want to play a computer game today. So there's that kind of a balance to it, which helps offset. I can eat whatever I want. Yeah, it's like there's forethought into that. Yeah. Was anything not well paced, and why? I had some troubles with my chip cards, so this can be due to my hand mobility being off, something for me to focus on improving. Yeah, if I use enough like card readers, and like chips especially, can be very finicky to like how a card is inserted. And so if they're like different card readers and different angles that the card needs to go in, I struggled with that today. But like, this is not the first time that has happened. But it was something that came up today. I was like, yeah. So that was it's like a nervous system thing. I was like, my nervous system flares up around my Jared Leto, and my respiratory system flares up around my Jimmy Fallon. And so I was like, is my Jared Leto watching me? I also have asthma, so like, it's like with my Jimmy Fallon, it's like he takes my breath away, and I'm like, I have an asthma attack. Okay, he's so funny and good looking at the same time. And then with my Jared Leto, it's like having trouble inserting a chip card, or like I remember one, if it was him, I think it was my nervous system was so off. It was like my gait, as in my like how I was walking, was a little bit impaired, and I was like, So some really big nervous system, just like that kind of thing. So there we go. And the general observation for today for contextualization, is it felt fast. Yes. So there was like conscious of like, don't step into the fast lane because it already feels fast. So kind of like making sure, slow down, don't rush. But if I can slow down, if I can't slow down, don't rush, pace myself. So I was very proud of myself on that. And I'm feeling a little bit more solid, steady for Friday. So there we go. There's some stuff that like I'll cover in my game. I intend to, I like that phrasing too. Intend to cover my game plan video of like, I might postpone signing up for the Regal Rewards program. Like, what if that or the unlimited pass is an option when signing up for one? So maybe I should just sign up for both. And maybe I should like, put out a video or two looking backwards to some of my movie-going experiences and stuff, and be like, that kind of stuff. So I've been thinking about that a little bit. Like, if if I don't see a movie in a week, you know, like as I'm trying to figure this out, I'll be like, do I have other stuff? So like next week, I'm like, but do I see the movies I want to see? Or like, do I go next week if I miss one? Or like, so I've been like, just trying to figure stuff out. So it was a good day in terms of pacing. So that's as executed, weekend Wednesday pacing notes, 22 October 2025.